In this video, I'm sharing with you 3 Indian lunch and dinner options which are perfect when you want to indulge over the weekend. Hi everyone and welcome to Sugar Spice Nice. My name is Shweta and in this video I'm sharing with you 3 of my most favorite lunch or dinner options that I like to enjoy over the weekend. Now this may seem like a mini thali, but trust me, with all the options that I have, it's going to be a very indulgent and satisfying meal. So without further ado, let's just straight head to the kitchen and get cooking. First on the menu is this plate of aloo matar paneer and parathas and this easy sweet dish laddu. For me, this is perfect for lunch on the weekend. It's tasty and kind of like keeping it on the healthier side. Let's start with the sabzi first. In a pan, I'm heating oil, adding bay leaf, cloves and an inch of cinnamon and letting them heat up before I add some hing, red chili powder and green chili. Then I'm adding some shelled peas or matar and mixing them in with the masalas and adding a generous amount of tomato puree. This is just raw tomatoes put through the blender, and I also add a bit of water, salt and turmeric, and then I let the peas and the tomato paste cook. Once it's boiling, I add coriander powder, cumin powder and garam masala and let it cook further. Then I add some boiled potatoes and some crushed roasted kasuri methi and also a little butter for that extra smooth gravy. And finally the paneer pieces. And once I mix them in, I just add whatever masalas I feel like. So here is a pinch of barbecue masala, a generous heap of pav bhaji masala, a bit of lime and a small amount of sugar to balance the tanginess. Mix it all in and the sabzi is ready. I sometimes enjoy this with other veggies like capsicum, cauliflower or sometimes just with plain paneer as well. And for me, this goes best with garam parathi. I like to make smaller size parathas like this. It just helps me to keep a slight check on the number of these that I end up eating. And now for the sweet dish. I'm taking some powdered coconut here, adding mixed dry fruit powder. This has pista, almonds and cashew. And then I'm adding some gulkand and just mixing them. It's better to do this with your hands, so I'm just applying some ghee on my palm so that it doesn't stick, and I'm rolling them into these balls like this, and just to make them look a little bit prettier, I'm adding a rose petal and a pista. So this is the first thali. This sabzi is very enjoyable, especially in this season when you get really good quality peas, and I totally recommend trying this. And I've made this without any onion and garlic, but you can definitely add that while preparing it, and you can enjoy this with rice or rotis, but I personally just love it with parathas. And this quick and easy sweet dish just helps complete this meal. Next is this cauliflower pulao. It's filling, it's healthy, and I do balance it with something a little bit not healthy, and that is these rolls. Hit the like button on this video already because this is something that we all did and enjoy doing till date. At least I do. So for this pulao, I start by sorting out the veggies. Here I have cauliflower cleaned up, and I also use tomatoes, capsicum and potatoes. And then in a pan I heat oil and add a pinch of hing, some cumin seeds and green chili, and once they're sizzling I add tomatoes and I mix them in and let them cook, just soften up a little bit, and then add the cauliflower and potatoes. I mix them in well with the tempering and the tomatoes and add salt, turmeric, and then I let them cook with a covered plate filled with water. They cook quite well with the steam. After a while, I check if they are about half done and add the capsicum in as well. And I also add some spices at this point, coriander powder, garam masala, and I mix them in and let everything cook fully. And once that's done, I add some amchur or raw mango powder and mix it in really nicely with everything. and finally adding cooked rice. Let the rice blend nicely with the veggies and spices and ensure that the masalas are fine, and top it with some coriander. This is great by itself or with a little bit of dahi. It's like a complete meal. And the fun side dish to this meal is rolls. These fryams are so fun. I just love watching them expand like this and also putting them in my fingers like this. Overall, this is quite a quick meal, and honestly, pulao can be made with any veggies that you have lying around in the fridge. For me, it's one of the best way to get rid of small amounts of leftover veggies. You can adapt it to your taste. I usually love enjoying this for dinner. Let me know what are your favorite veggies to add in pulao in the comments below. Now this thali is indulgence level max. I just love puri bhaji, and it's perfect for breakfast, lunch, brunch, however you enjoy. And I don't know what else to say apart from the fact that puri bhaji and shrikhand on the side is one of the most comforting meals for me. Let me know if you like it too. So I have boiled potatoes already, and here I'm just going to temper them. I've taken oil in a pan and adding hing, mustard and cumin seeds, and once they sizzle I add curry leaves and chilies and also urad dal or split black gram. I let them brown a little, and then I add chopped boiled potatoes, turmeric and salt, and mix them in well. And I also add a little bit of sugar and lemon. I just love the taste that sugar and lemon give to this bhaji. And topping it with coriander, and the bhaji is ready. This is best enjoyed with puris, but you can also enjoy it with roti or as a paratha stuffing or with dosa, inside a vada, however you like it. But for me, this and puris is ultimate quick gratification. Now the only prep that this meal needs is for shrikhand. So I usually do this the night before. I take a cloth and put the dahi in it and tie it up and let all the excess water drip for a few hours. And then I take this hung curd and store it in the fridge for a few hours overnight in the chiller. That way I just feel it gets the best texture. Next day I add powdered sugar, some cardamom or elaichi powder, and also fresh kesar for that beautiful saffron color. And that is it. Shrikhand is ready. And so is this yummy thali. This bhaji can of course be made with onions as well, and you can basically edit it according to your taste buds. And shrikhand is, I think, a slightly more healthier dessert. Like, it does have sugar, but otherwise it is hung curd and it doesn't have any other ingredients. So it's actually quite a good side with just about any meal. I'd love to know what does your weekend indulgence look like. If you like a big meal, if you like some street food, or if you like some sweets, do let me know in the comments below, because I love reading all of your food choices and preferences. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then you know what you have to do. Hit that like button and share this video with your friends and family who like to have nice meals at home and love meal planning and all of that. And do let me know what more videos you'd like to see in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you in my next video. Bye.